What's going on, YouTube? It is currently October 29th, 2024. Um, just here making another upload. Hope everyone's day is going pretty good. Well, it's actually night right now. So, if you're watching this in the future, if you're watching this after I upload this video, then good to you. But yeah, just get this started. I really want to talk about today's idea, video idea. Just I was reading a post online of I think it's old news, but I was looking up on the One Direction band, the singer or whatever, the lead person for that band. I forgot his name. I have to look it up. I was watching a YouTube video and it was like talked about this person, but apparently he jumped out of a balcony, and I think when his ex was in the interview with this news station, she was really like trying to tell him that he was abusive and stuff, which I think behind all of it he wasn't. But she was kind of like playing like kind of playing it like kind of narcissistic, and through what he was explaining to her, like especially her family was telling him that he was done with mental health problems and that he was joking a lot and saying that he wanted to kill himself. Um, it really just goes to show like he was really successful, he was decently handsome, and just the reason I bring this up is because a lot of even handsome guys, like I didn't know I was handsome, I thought I was like ugly, but a lot of guys are pretty handsome, they just don't know it, you know. And even when they get success with like women or career or whatever, they still kill themselves. You know, there's I think even like I'm gonna have to look this up again, but I think I saw this thing a long time ago where this super successful lawyer, like seeing through like the pictures, like he was really good looking and stuff, and he was pretty successful, but he ended up killing himself, and so it really just goes to show that you really need to take care of your mental health. 100%, as a guy, like even when you're going through life, maybe you're in periods of isolation, loneliness, or there's a lot of like financial issues going on, if you're like with homelessness or family problems, addiction, or whatever, you really just got to like take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. Like even if you don't really have anything, just be grateful that you are alive, you are breathing, and God puts you on this earth for a reason. And it's temporarily, People really get fixated on their problems, that, and especially they get stressed out that they can't fix it right now. But I'm telling you, like, it's temporary. And there is some level of degree, like, you kind of have to stress about paying your bills on time and doing your responsibilities and stuff like that. I'm the same way. I got like fucking $38 in my checking account, and I literally had to pay and get an oil change, and then I have to go get gas, and then got to take care of my car, and then I got to pay my phone bill, and that took all of my money when I just got paid from my haunted house job, and it fucking sucks, It fucking sucks being broke. It sucks ass, and I'm very grateful I'm living with my mom, because if I weren't, I would be homeless right now. I would literally be fighting for my life, literally just having a part-time job, and then once that goes away, I have to find another fucking job. And I've never struggled so goddamn hard in this goddamn economy, because the job market, I think it's called a loose market right now, is where all the employers aren't hiring, and they're only looking for people who it's kind of funny because even if you can be overqualified for a position and then pick someone else that you're not good for the job because the employer knows that person personally, and that's bullshit, you know? So you literally, in order to get a job, you got to get a reference and know the person, know the boss of that company, just to even get considered. And there's a lot of people who have degrees and they're still trying to look for a job. They live with their parents, and it's a fucking tough economy right now, you know? And it really just, like, personally, I don't think I'm a loser. And anyone who's out there trying to apply for a job is not a loser. It's just a lot of fucking pain, a lot of struggling, but we're all gonna make it. We're all gonna get through these hard times. I know I am, too, with my shitty situations, but the only time you give up is when you quit on life. When you quit on your ambitions, when you quit on your goals, when you quit on your job, your relationship. Well, I mean, I say relationships, I guess. I guess it just depends, but and you just really give up on everything when you basically just lock out of everything. And so I just want to say that don't quit. No matter what, do not quit because quitting is so easy and it's so rewarded nowadays that being mediocre is being more shined on, approved than failing, than making mistakes, than proving and showing yourself out there, and especially with your flaws or how shitty you are doing that thing when you're just putting that effort, putting the discomfort, going through the discomfort to achieve it, you know? Even at like my pizza delivery job, my employer, I think she was talking about something and that I was talking to her that I want to start my own business. And she told me that, you go create a business plan and all that, but and the other side of her, she did not want me to succeed in whatever I wanted to do. Like I can feel like a disgust in her, you know? And of course there's people who are going to be rooting for you and stuff, but there's always going to be like when you succeed in something, they're going to get jealous. They're going to look at you differently if you like have a different body, like if you take care of yourself, you look more better than before. People are going to feel envy, and that's a thing. Even the most perfect people you see, like the friends and family that you trust, can feel envious about you. And it's not really good. It's not really good. We live in a world where it's kind of fucked up. You kind of have to be alone. And that's why I was talking about the video, I think yesterday or the day before, that you need to be alone. I'd rather be alone than in bad company. Being than being surrounded by bad people, bad friends, who will make me indulge in bad things, drugs, alcohol, video games, um, partying, you know, all the instant gratifications of this world. And it's a, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of fell short today. I would admit my faults, and especially I didn't upload a video yesterday when I could have. I still struggle with the discipline kind of issue. If I'm in an environment where discipline is mandatory and I have to like be pushing myself every single day and the consequences are or dire, then I will get on my shit and literally I even succeed than most people. When I went through basic training, AIT, which is basically your school in the military and airborne school, I I really locked in. I was a completely different person than before. And um when I am surrounded with those dangerous situations and like really hard times and like the consequences are really severe. Like if you screw up, then you screw up everyone. I really lock in. I make sure that I fucking don't I don't fuck up. I really make sure that I am focused, I am doing the right thing, and I don't fuck with anyone, you know? I don't mess with anyone if there's. I try to keep it to myself. I try to better myself and try to be the example. Of course, there's some, I struggled, and especially with my self-esteem when I was creating a new sense of identity. I can't say shit. Um, then let me see. Then it's different, you know? Like when you are creating yourself to be new. Is my mom? No, it's not. Sorry, I get distracted. But anyways, when you're creating yourself new, all the old stuff that you associated with yourself disappear. You know, you kind of like make this new idea of yourself, and fake it till you make it is actually pretty true. You know, some people were like, "Oh, you can only go for so long until you fake of being this kind of version of yourself." But if you just like think and say that I am gonna be this version of myself, I'm gonna be super disciplined, I'm gonna be super this or that, and you from your actions, maybe you go to the gym or you work on your side hustle or whatever's going on, you reinforce that identity with those actions. And you just gotta do that every single day. That's what I was talking about the other video. But anyways, I think I was getting carried away. Um, you really gotta. I was kind of getting carried away with the last video idea, but with mental health, you just gotta journaling is pretty good. You know, journaling all your thoughts, journaling your progress, and then when you read back to it, you will say that I'm so glad I let those thoughts out and everything because during those times I was struggling. When you're going through good times, you can look back and say I am stronger than I originally thought. And so, and if you can't journal, um, just be grateful. Maybe like say write 5 things that you're grateful for today. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful to, I have this beanie I got from like middle school, and I'm still wearing it. I don't want to buy a new beanie. Fuck that. I don't want to spend money on shit. I'm broke. And I'm glad this is making me comfy. I got this hoodie. It's cold as fuck outside. So, um so I'm just really grateful to be alive. Well, I have clothes. Of course I live with my mom. It's not really like the proudest thing I can say, but I have a home. I have food, clean water, all that. And not a lot of people, especially out in the world, have those things, especially in third world countries. They don't have clean water, they don't have food, they have to survive, and it's a struggle for them. And of course, as us, us as Americans, we have a different kind of struggle, financial struggle, working paycheck to paycheck, being in like financial debt and paying for things, especially to numb ourselves from this reality, especially the 9 to 5 rat race, or what do you want to call it, like the Matrix or whatever. Just living like you can't live your life. Not having enough money to really buy the things you want, support the family that you need to. And so we have never, we're in a different kind of struggle as Americans. And so with these new challenges, I just pray to everyone that we're all going to make it and those opportunities will come to you. You got to put yourself out there even when you're tired. You got a decision to make. When you get home from work, what do you do? Do you eat and then you watch TV or play video games? And then spend the remaining of your time, maybe if you have a spouse or whatever, with them and then go to bed? With that remaining time, Say that you got like an hour or two of free time. What are you gonna use? Like, what are you gonna use that for? Are you gonna better yourself? Are you gonna read a book? Maybe start a new habit? Maybe learn a new language? You know? What are you gonna do to be productive? Even if you're tired, because that's an excuse. Because I was fucking tired yesterday, and I had the choice to make a video even when I was hungry. And guess what? I made the excuse. I I I pussied out. I went inside, eat food, went to bed, and I stayed up. When I was staying up, I could have had the time to make a YouTube video. But that's what happens, you know. You have to do it every single day. When you don't feel like it, when you're tired, when you're hungry, you know. That's why I want to do it today, so that I don't fucking not upload a video for a while, you know. So it's something you have to consider. This is ourselves is the most is the thing that gets in the way of our lives is ourselves. We make it super harder on ourselves. We are our um super critical, you know? We are I'm trying to freaking say this. We are our own critics. Yeah, you know, we come with the negative thoughts like, "Oh, we can't do this. I don't believe in myself. I don't think I can do this." Or what if this person says something about me, you know? We come up with these negative thoughts. When we are in our these situations, we come up with these thoughts. And so it's really knowing how to manage these negative thoughts and put positive thoughts, reinforce it, because that's a good habit to have. And once you reinforce those positive thoughts, then you begin to set a path that is different towards your peers. You know, it's all going to happen one step at a time, one day at a time. You know, you're not going to instantly just be mentally good, be mentally happy in one day. It's not realistic, or 2 days, or whatever. It's a constant thing that you need to do, and we're all for it. You know, it's just self-reflecting. Even if you did something bad, we have tomorrow. You know, but not having the excuse that, oh, I can always do it tomorrow. You gotta do it now, always now. The priority is right now. Always doing everything right now, because if you don't do it now, you won't do it later. You know, and so yeah. So take care of your mental health, making sure that you talk to people, and if you're alone, lonely, you're not alone, because I'm also lonely. I got out of a relationship in the summer, and I lost all my friends, especially my high school friends that we were gonna hang out. I didn't hear from them, and all my coworkers are gone, and I live with my mom, and I didn't start school to college because I personally, for me, I do not like school. I didn't want to go to school because I hated it, and I didn't want to spend money, even if it wasn't out of my pocket. I didn't want to waste my resources and time and mental energy on something I don't believe fully on, or going fully on that path. I don't want to follow a path that is carved for everyone. I want to go on my own separate path. Fuck being normal. Fuck being average. Fuck that shit. All it did was hurt my life. And fuck that, dude. I'd rather grow and go through the discomfort of today, right now, than living a full life of regret. I would hate to see that. I would hate to see my dreams die. I would hate for me to live with that, you know? And being broke, being losing everything made me realize that I have so much more to succeed now in my goals, in my dreams. And I'm going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Even when I get down, I'm not going to stay down. I'm going to get back up. And if I'm lazy, I'm going to kick myself in the ass and get to work. And if I don't get to work that day, then in the next day I'll be accountable and make sure I do that shit. Because I remember even going to the gym, Some days I would like miss it, and I'll be like, dude, I cannot miss the gym. I got to go every single day, and then I'll be consistent for every single day. And some weeks I'll be inconsistent, you know? And then I'll be like, dude, you got to be focused. You got to be serious, you know? You can't be doing this shit. You can't make the same mistake. So just making sure that um making sure that you need to do what you need to do. Be disciplined, making sure that your mental health is right. And yeah, we're in this journey together. I'm in this car alone. I have nothing, but I have my soul, I have my will, I have my dreams, I have God, and that's all I need. That's all I need. I don't need to be with someone to feel like I'm secure or to fill a hole in my heart. I'm perfectly fine being by myself, to be frankly honest. And I'm happy. And I'm happy I made the decision. If I didn't make that hard decision, I'd be miserable inside, and I'll be living a life of not a life I didn't want to live. So that's all I gotta say. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night, or if you're watching this later, hope you have a good rest of your day, and hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow.